Are you working extremely hard and still unable to get super rich? Well, there can be some issues with what approach you are taking to earn money. Some people just not only get the income from their 9 to 5 daily job. Some people are actually smart and open up several income sources that make them rich in a very short time. Hello and welcome to Alpha Finance. This is the channel to watch if you want to learn more about personal finance, investing in cryptocurrency. However, before I get into the topic, do me a favor, subscribe and hit the like button because it really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Thank you, and now let's get into it. In today's video, we'll cover the 7 income sources that rich people have. You definitely have to look at these sources to get financially stronger, so be sure to watch to the end to know all the 7 income sources of rich people. Earning money can be extremely tiring sometimes. Working 40 to 50 hours a week can completely drain your energy, and this is the reason it's said that you should play smart rather than play hard. Here are the 7 income sources of rich people. Make sure you understand each of them properly. Number 1. Earned income. Let's kick off with the basic earned income. It is the most common type of income around the world. The income you get after working for a whole month, week, day, or even an hour is known as earned income. It is the simplest forms of earning, and most of the world is indulged in it. Regardless if you are self-employed and decide your own working hours, you are still getting earned income. The income you get after completing any task is categorized as earned income. It is the 9 to 5 job that you do at your office. One of the most prominent drawbacks of this income is that there's a high tax on it. Most people are unable to get rich and live their dreams as they think the job is a stable way of earning. There's no denying the fact that it's secure earning, but it is surely limited, and many other doors of earnings are shut down for you. Yet, it is certainly one of the 7 income sources that rich people have. Number 2. Profit income. The next jump from earned income is usually profit income. This income revolves around the idea that when you buy something for a lower price and sell it for a decent one, and getting a profit from it. Why do you think that the Walton family is so rich? Have you ever been to Walmart? Well, if you lived in America, you surely would have. Supermarkets such as Walmart buy goods for lower prices and sell them with a profit, and the profit from large-scale sales is beyond imagination. Such type of income requires a lot of risk and time and investment, obviously. However, profit income has high scalability if invested in the right item at the right time, and that's what rich people do. Number 3. Royalty income. This might be new for some people, but it's everywhere. The songs and movies you watch, how do you think these actors and singers get so rich? Well, thanks to the royalty income, this is what benefits them the most. The money you receive for intellectual property is often known as royalty income. Any piece of art, any song, or any movie, as long as people love it, you get your income. There are 2 ways to earn royalty income. Either you completely sell the property, meaning you give the other party the copyrights of your songs, movies, and others, or you charge for use, meaning that you will still have the ownership of the property, but you will charge someone who uses it. Number 4. Interest income. Interest income is money you earn by lending your personal money to someone else. You can earn interest from a bank, money market account, lending money to the government such as treasury bills, certificates of deposit, and many other ways. Earning money in the form of interest is just like the money that credit card companies charge or the interest you pay on your mortgage. You earn a small percentage of the money you put in for others to borrow temporarily. If the bank makes the wrong investment and loses your money, you'll get it back because the federal government insures it. There are many different ways you can put your money to work and earn passive income. You can also receive interest if you sell a business and allow the buyer to pay you back in installments with interest over time. When doing this, you won't have all the money from the sold business immediately, but if you consider the buyer to be low risk, you may decide that this type of situation is ideal. For example, you may sell your business or franchise, and it may take 5 years for the buyer to pay the full amount to you. Each month, the buyer will pay you the fixed principal amount plus a percentage interest you stabled on. Number 5. Dividends. The stocks and shares you invest in may earn dividends, or you may be paid by way of dividends if it fits your company structure. Dividends are more usually known as a share of the income, or you can say profits as well. When you purchase shares in any company, you will become part owner of that certain company and enabled to dividend payments. This is a submissive form of income because you don't have to vigorously buy or sell stocks. You are considered a shareholder in the company in which you own the dividend stock. Timely investments in companies can generate excellent passive income streams. For example, as a director of an LLC, you are eligible to distribute your profits in 12 monthly dividend payments. On the other hand, some investments pay dividends quarterly or annually. There is again another example. At the end of the year, if you own 200 shares of dividend stock and each earned $4 in dividend income, that's $400. As you measure it with more and more shares, the income becomes significant. As with any investment, make sure you fully understand and consult with a licensed financial professional before investing. Number 6. Rental income. Rental income is the amount you earn from your renters after deducting mortgage, management, and all other costs. It is the result of you having something and renting it out to others. This could include single-family homes or apartment buildings rented to everyday people to live in, or it could be commercial real estate renting property for other businesses to use. The majority of billionaires own large amounts of real estate because it is a powerful type of income stream. The land is a limited resource. Once it's all bought, further isn't going to be produced. Rich people understand this and buy real estate in popular locations or up-and-coming neighborhoods as these assets appreciate rapidly. One of the major downsides of real estate is a large amount of money required up front. Even if you get a loan, you will still need to deposit a large amount in the bank. Real estate's highest weakness is also its greatest strength. Real estate is considered a much less uncertain investment by banks because there is one tangible asset, and that is your home, and the housing market is normally less unstable. Number 7. Capital gains. A capital gain is an amount you get because of an increase in the value of an asset that you are selling. It is the optimistic difference between the marketing price of the asset and the original purchase price. This includes bonds, cars, collections, real estate property, jewelry, or stocks. However, capital gains are different from investment income. Capital gain is morally the profit from selling an investment for more than it's worth. Investment income is a term that includes dividends, interest, capital gains, and other profits made. To make money through capital gains, the most common ways are to buy properties at a low cost and sell them for a profit, or to buy growth stock funds and selling them when the value has been appreciated. Capital gains have tax implications, so you must be sure to check with your tax professional before selling off large assets. For example, if you buy stocks and shares worth $100 and then sell them for $160, the capital gain is $60. It is important to consult an accountant first about capital gains, as each country has different laws. Reliant on the assets sold, the capital gains tax may streak out all of your profit. So, which income did you like the most? Which one do you think you can earn quickly? Well, we would love to know. Please join our family today by clicking the subscribe button. It's free, and you can always change your mind. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in our next investing video.